saw the snowfall. I stole paint to write your name on the stone wall. We made some babies, we made some messes too, trying to do our best to push all of the blessings through. Half life gets spent behind the wheel, trying to claim innocent while I assemble my appeal. The blood and bones are pure as the tears. You can skip a stone and hit a full jury of my peers. But don't judge yet, just let the love get you wound up enough to beat the sound off the drum set. And point your voice at the void. Rejoice, make noise like you had the choice. It goes overflow, how much more can you hold? And still put faith first at the fork in the road. Search for the universal remote control while the words spill out of the hole in your soul. Now close your eyes and crack a smile if you know me while I spit into the sky, cause I missed a little homie. That it means that my people hurt somebody. Please disturb my peaceful smirk. Take everything that I bring with me, make who I be now. Hear my family now. As far back as he cares to remember, he used to see his old man lose the temper. And mama's pretty face to catch it all. On a regular basis the nest would fall. But he was always safe from dad's rage, cause mama sacrificing his place. 24 years of the blood, sweat, tears. Avoid the mirror, losing her hair from the fear. She never left him, stayed inside. He beat her ass up until the day that he died. In fact, the biggest beating was the day that he died, cause now it's too late for her to make a new life. She gets to mourn for the touch of a punch. Won't ever admit that she ain't clutching it much. Someday she'll die, it still won't be done. The anger lives on through their son. Cause he caught it all. A childhood of watching Ma and Pa get raw. It's too bad for him, nah, that's half the truth. Cause you back with him now and he's smacking you. What happened to you? You don't have a clue. Did your mama used to suffer accidents too? I never knew that you would stand for abuse. I guess I just assumed that you would pack up and move. Think about when you left him last time. Said out loud you'd never forgive past crime. Sunglasses, so dark. Scarf around the neck to cover the choke marks. And since you gotta justify returning, you convinced yourself that he's just a hurt person. You wanna blame that cross he bears, but his pop's not there when he tosses you downstairs. Let me be the last to say, please don't stay. Let me be the last to say, you won't be okay. Please put your shoes on and step into that warm weather. Go get yourself a more better forever. Gotta put it down, you gotta leave it, and don't ever come back again. You gotta mean it. Just tear it all apart and build new. Cause if you don't kill him, he's gonna kill you. You can't hold hands when they make fists, and I ain't the first to say this. But let me be the last to say, please don't stay. Let me be the last to say, you won't be okay. Let me be the last to say, please don't stay. It's no surprise, I overslept. Put my boots on and climbed out my tent. I didn't see you, assumed you were sleeping. Immediately start a fire cause it's freezing. I can't believe we went camping in the cold. I'm in the wilderness standing in some snow. A late start, but we can still catch up. You need to wake up, we should eat and then pack up. It's when I noticed your footprints. The snow's fresh, and those have been put since. What, you already up, making the rounds? So where you at now, you laid back down? The breeze came and it stalled out the flame while I went to your tent and called out your name. You didn't answer, so I opened up the flap. It's just an empty sleeping bag and your backpack. I'm looking at your tracks and you took a couple laps round the campground and hoofed down the path. I figure you'll return, no concern. I'ma hold put and try to make this cold wood burn. The wind is blowing strong, minutes rolling on. It's going on at least a half an hour you've been gone. It ain't right, start the paranoia. I left the campsite to go and search for you. I read the trail your feet made. Each step was deliberately placed. It looks like you know where it leads, but I see nothing but leafless, frozen trees. About a quarter mile into the course, and another set of tracks appeared next to yours. From the north, it came out of the thick woods, and those footprints belonged to a big wolf. Trying to find service on my cell phone, I felt alright with my knife on my belt though. I hope the wolf is intimidated by you. I wondered if you even knew it was behind you. Stalking you, maybe watching you, waiting for the opportunity to hop on top of you. Salivating, wanna take you to the stomach. In the cartoons you would've turned into a drumstick. And it gets about as bad as it goes, cause I noticed there's a new set of tracks in the snow. I understood, it doesn't look good. Your fan club doubled, now you got another wolf. And the odds are in favor of the home team. Why'd you walk off all alone? Where are you going? It ain't the right time to complain, but it feels like I'm trying to find your remains. Your footprints grew further apart. I knew what that meant, and it was hurting my heart. It means you started to run, so I did the same. Now my breath's looking like a steam engine train. And suddenly your tracks dip off of the path, and so did theirs. So my knife I grabbed into the forest. Expect the worst. Adrenaline burst, disturbed the nerves. 50 yards into the woods and brush, it got so thick that it looked like dusk. The air stood serene, sober, seemed like a good 15 degrees colder. And I'll admit, hell yeah, I felt fear. The sound of my heartbeat was all I could hear. Looking at the snow, it was plain and clear. There was a third set of wolf prints where yours disappeared. I can't process, I don't follow. It'd be easier scared to believe that you were swallowed. But no sign of death, no sign of struggle, no signs of blood, no signs of trouble. And the wolves never stopped, the tracks kept going, and I took off. So I don't know how your story ends, but I know I'll never go into those woods again. It's not that tragic, it's not a shame. You're not the hunted, you're not the aim. You just another dog with hunger pains. I was so afraid that you'd become the game, I forgot to worry about what you became. You're not the hunted, you're not the aim. You just another dog with hunger pains. I was so afraid that you'd become the game. It's not that tragic, it's not a shame. You're not the hunted, you're not the aim. You just another dog with hunger pains. I was so afraid that you'd become the game, I forgot to worry about what you became.
Rather than
Maybe.
rather than
Maybe. I only act like an asshole. Why don't y'all stand back, let the man grow? I can't tell what town this is, but I know that bill was a counterfeit. Hey bartender, bump a top jar. I gotta think about where to dump this cop's car. I'm too slick, so fuck your bullshit. I'm cooling in the corner with my custom pool stick. My granddad must have played the jazz. When I bleed, you can hear my heartbeat snap. All around the world, it's the same bar, wishing that the jukebox had some gang star. State to state, I chase fate, but my stereo ain't all my favorite tapes. So baby doll, you better straighten up the attitude, or you ain't gonna make it with me all the way to Baton Rouge. Call her mama, she make the milk pour. On 94, too high to read the billboard. Got a room at the Best Western. The guy at the front desk looked like Les Nessman. Hush now, not a sound. Shut the door and lay a towel down. Y'all run around to figure out what it's all about, while I try to find a cure for this cotton mouth. I keep track of the miles I run, but read the flask, say Southside Sun. Took a sip through the hole of my ski mask. Roll till we get to the burbs for the cheap gas. Speed past Millennium Dodo. I got my own lane, I don't wait for the po-po. So order up another plate of oysters. You talk so much, you making my voice hurt. Dental floss inside of the glove box. Radio locked on the classic rock. With the mirror ball, escape from New York style. Double parked outside of the courthouse. The wind chill got a big old butt. My breath fog, all the windows up. Take a break from the rotten grapevines. Fill the tank and then spank the state lines. Never make this mountain move, no, you're bound to lose. But I knew that I could count on you. Next round's on you. Is that true? Wash my sins off in the rain. Caught this fish, now like that flame. I only claim what's in my veins. That's my crown and that's my name. Gotta wait till they slash the price for you catch a life. But we can spend half the night with the dashboard light. Is that right? I'm just saying, if it's all a game, you can hang your pain in the Hall of Fame. Don't make me explain. That's my crown and that's my name.